In this video, I'm going to expose London Real and its host and founder Brian Rose for basically scamming more than 15,000 of his followers and subscribers into donating more than $550,000 for his new and revolutionary digital freedom platform. If you are one of his followers, before you just leave a dislike, close this video and call me out, please watch this video first and what I'm going to show you, and it will all make sense. I'm not going to discuss any conspiracies here or reveal my opinion about this whole situation. I'm just going to reveal some facts that you can check for yourself if you don't believe in what I'm about to show you. If you, on the other hand, never heard about Brian Rose or London Real and don't know what this is all about, I'm going to give you a quick summary in a few moments.
Every day I'm hustling.
Hello everyone and welcome to Equals Cash. For those of you who are new here, my name is Adam and I've been making full-time income online since 2010. The reason why that's important is because I have a lot of experience in digital marketing and making money online, and that's the reason I was able to discover what I'm about to show you. If you don't understand what my marketing experience has to do with Brian Rose and London Real, please stay with me, it's all going to be clear in a few minutes. For those of you who never heard about London Real or Brian Rose, let me give you a quick summary. But before I do that, please take a second to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, since I'm sure this video is going to get a ton of dislikes, despite the fact that what I'm about to show you is complete truth, since a lot of this guy's fanbase is not going to even bother to watch this video before leaving a dislike. London Real is a podcast and Brian Rose is its founder, host and CEO. On his podcast, he's interviewing a wide variety of people and covering topics like business and finance, health and fitness, science, technology, and so on. Recently, he did an interview with a guy called David Icke, who is a conspiracy theorist, and the topic of that interview was the coronavirus and David Icke's take on that. Now, I would love to show you some pieces of that interview, but I'm not sure if I have the right to do that because of copyright laws, and I don't really want this video taken down, so I'm not going to show you any clips from that. Basically, David Icke doesn't think this virus is real, and he talks about his reasons why he thinks that. Now, all that is not really that important for this video, but I hope you are still with me because here comes the important part. He talks about how 5G internet is dangerous and basically the reason why people are getting sick. Now, this is nothing new and 5G conspiracy existed before this interview and people were burning cell phone towers all over the world because of that. The reason why that's important is because YouTube removed the London Real livestream video because it violated their terms. Once they did that, Brian Rose decided to fight against censorship of big tech companies by creating a revolutionary digital free platform where no one is going to get censored and where people can talk freely. In his own words, digital freedom platform is of the people, by the people, for the people. Now, to create his new digital freedom platform, he said he needs $100,000 because that's the cost of streaming his interview with David Icke to 1 million people.
It's entirely possible.
So he created a crowdsourcing campaign and asked his followers to pledge money using the angle that his interview didn't break any YouTube rules and that big tech companies are censoring him because he's exposing the truth, basically claiming they are violating the right to free speech. Now, I haven't watched that interview while it was live streamed, but from what I've heard and seen, a ton of people were commenting things like this, and that's basically one of the reasons why his video got taken down. He's still active on his channel, promoting his freedom platform and publishing dozens of videos daily. Now, if YouTube really doesn't want the truth to get out, they would basically wipe his whole channel out completely, or at least latest videos that are all there to promote his new platform and crowdsourcing campaign. But that doesn't really matter because he got the attention he wanted and is basically milking this whole thing as much as he can. As I said, right now on April 28th, he got more than 15,000 people backing his project with more than $550,000. Now, I wanted and still do to turn this whole thing into a series, and I wanted to first publish a video behind the business of fake news and how people are profiting from that, and then I wanted to cover business of conspiracy theories and this whole London Real and David Icke situation. But while I was searching for his live stream hosting service to see the real price of bandwidth, I found something that I wasn't expecting at all, so I decided to first make this video and expose this part of his scam. Yesterday, on April 27th, I saw a post on London Real's YouTube community page that new digital freedom platform is finally live and they announced first ever uncensored live stream. I checked the comment section and it seemed people were not able to access the live stream. Now, of course, they were not blaming Brian and the fact that they donated more than 500k for a platform that doesn't work, but many claimed it must be a sabotage and someone hacking the platform because they don't want the truth out.
I think it's entirely possible.
He later said that the stream was rescheduled due to technical issues. Now, first, I want to address the fact that he's lying right there, claiming it's a live stream when it's actually not. It's just a regular video. But that doesn't really matter. Here comes the fun part. I visited the link he provided, and this is where things start to get interesting. Now, let me hop you onto my desktop real quick and show you what I mean. When you visit this link, you go to this page. Now, first thing that's pretty interesting is the big ad for his scammy business accelerator program that costs whopping $3,000. But that's a topic for another video. I just wanted to show you how he's monetizing all this attention. Well, at least one of the monetization methods he uses. The second method are merch sales that I'm sure he's banking hard from, since he has generated pretty wild following of true fans trying to stand against big tech mafia and evil billionaires and fight for freedom of speech. Now, since he's such a good guy with a mission to give a basic right of free speech to everyone, you would think that's enough money to cover his hosting costs, but it's not enough apparently. So he first asked for 100k in donations, and once he reached that, he then raised that to 500k, and when he reached that, oh look, there's a new goal of 750k.
Absolutely fascinating.
And here comes the main point of this whole video. I wanted to find out how much does that bandwidth really cost and how much of these donations he's going to put into his pockets. So I went to the source code of his website to potentially find which hosting he uses for the stream. After a minute or two of scrolling, I finally found it. Wait for it, please. It's dailymotion.com. For those of you who don't know, Dailymotion is basically an alternative to YouTube. Same thing, basically a free video streaming platform. Now, at this point, I still thought he might be paying for streaming, so I went to their website to see if there's some custom streaming feature that they are offering and how much does it cost. As you can see, there are two plans available, and starter is free, but advanced says contact us. So I thought, okay, I'm going to contact them and ask, just for the sake of this video, since he's probably using that advanced plan, and even if he's not, he can always claim that's what he's using and that it costs. Before I did that, I clicked the offers tab and I was shocked. Starter plan says free, advanced offers says, oh look at that, free as well. So first, his Freedom platform is not the first decentralized video platform that's not censoring people, like he claims. There are many other YouTube alternatives that are not removing videos, and he could just start uploading and streaming there, but he still wanted to milk more money from his followers and basically get them to build him a platform for free, which he then is going to use to make even more money from. But never mind, that's okay and not the point of this video. The point is that he basically straight up ripped people off and took more than 50k in donations, claiming it's for hosting costs, and he uses a free platform to host his videos. Now, as I said, this is all just a starter video for this whole London Real scam, which I wanted to make and publish as quickly as possible and hopefully prevent more people supporting and wasting money on this scam. If you are one of those people who supported this whole London Real scam, I hope you now changed your mind and understand what's going on, and you won't be supporting his unethical business practices anymore. I'm searching for more info on his scammy course. I've already seen a lot of people claiming it's just another scammy guru course, which I'm sure it is, since there's no information this dude will be able to give you that's worth $3,000. I mean, if you don't mind being unethical, you can just run a scam like he does and make a ton of money. You don't need to buy his guru course. Anyways, that's not important now. I just wanted to expose this Dailymotion thing first, and we are going to talk about other pieces of his scam later on. Since I'm sure this video is going to get a lot of dislikes, despite the fact that everything I showed here is real, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and help me stop this madness. As I said, I wanted to make a different series about this and didn't want to call London Real out directly, but once I found about this, I really had to, since I really hate fake gurus and their scammy methods. I'm not sure if you remember that I wanted to make something called Method Buster series, where I would expose fake guru methods that they are promoting. But since I never started, maybe I should make a new series called Guru Buster, exposing fake guru scams and unethical practices they are using. Anyways, as I said, this is basically a starter video for this series, and I wanted to make it as quickly as possible to prevent more people donating money to this guy and build some topical relevancy for the whole series. Since I needed to make this quickly, I apologize if it's low quality. Next video is going to be about the business of fake news and how people are profiting from it, and then I'm going to cover conspiracy theories and the business behind that. Let me know your thoughts on this series and this whole situation down in the comment section. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you in my next video.
Okay guys, so here's a quick update on what's going on. You know, my Bitcoin scam just failed, and then I went conspiracy mode full on, got banned from LinkedIn, Roblox, and Vimeo, then I claimed that the British government is after me, and now I'm trying to raise a fucking army. So let's join me and my friends David Icke and Tika Tawari and raise an army of retards.
I did this course with London Real, Brian Rose. It's completely oversold. It's full of deception, full of lies, and I'm angry with myself for falling for this. And so he claims that this masterclass is live, and he has this guy standing by a laptop, and every now and again he'll go to the dude and he's like, do we have any comments? The class is actually not live, it's pre-recorded. Brian claims to have a 96% success rate. 96% success rate is another lie. The completion rate was closer to 43%. But I completed it, and I won't consider myself successful. I made a grand total of $52 in sales. What sickens me about the whole thing is that it's not the people that are okay financially that fall for this kind of thing. It's the people that are in a desperate situation, the people that are vulnerable and scared and insecure. Those are the kind of people that they prey on.
So let's have a discussion about Brian Rose. The new Jesus Christ of freedom of speech is raising a goddamn army. After his Bitcoin so-called pyramid scheme, allegedly, with Tika Tawari, you can look that guy up on your own spare time, has been kind of put into a hold 30 days ago due to kind of examination into the legitimacy of that investment scheme, so to speak. I don't want to comment to that. I don't really know enough about that. I just know that he started up something with Tika Tawari, promoting what people called a pyramid scheme in the Bitcoin industry. Allegedly, that kind of thing got stopped, never made any progress. And then Brian Rose stumbled upon this David Icke controversy, which is his holy grail. Oh my goodness. What David Icke has done for Brian Rose's career. What David Icke did for my career. I mean, we all have to say thank you, David Icke. But Brian Rose has won the jackpot. And after getting banned by LinkedIn, Vimeo, Dropbox, YouTube, you name it, Brian Rose is building a goddamn army. Literally. He just raised $500,000 to build his own media platform. Now, having your own media platform, guys, it's a whole different ballgame. We're not talking millions anymore. Now we're talking billions. Now in this video, I want to explain to you guys who Brian Rose really is. I think it's only fair, given his new status as the general in the army of truth, what Brian Rose have been up to before this whole thing made his day, his week, his career. I don't know. So here's the thing about Brian Rose that you need to know. Now, Brian Rose has a platform where he does interviews. He makes YouTube videos, he gets a lot of views. And even though I specifically think that his interview style is mediocre, that's just my opinion. I mean, people like him. But where Brian makes the real shekels is not from these YouTube videos. Brian is a member of the elite club of the online packaged information assholes. He's in that club with Dan Lok, Kevin David, Ty Lopez. All of these guys are members of the same club. And Brian Rose is a member of that club. And not only a member, he's a VIP member. Brian Rose managed to become one of the biggest assholes in the packaged information community. Somehow within that respectful group of scammers, cheesers, and assholes, he is the superstar of them all. Somehow, Brian manages to be a bigger asshole than all of these guys combined, because Brian sells a whole new level of online packaged information, something that none of these other yahoos have enough brains to do, and this guy is actually banked on quite a lot. Let me just show you what I mean. Brian Rose has an online course called The Business Accelerator. Now, Brian has been always exceptionally good at naming shit. Not so much at delivering shit, but the naming part, perfect, spot on. Business Accelerator, perfect name. So this Business Accelerator, which accelerates his own money making, also is supposed to accelerate your career and kind of give you business advice for your business, for your life, for your growth, etc., etc. Now, this thing is not cheap. The price is $2,500 a pop or more. There's always an upsell in this business, you know that. And he usually gets between 75 and 100 enrollees every 2 months, which in a simple mathematical calculation means that including the upsells, he is probably making anywhere from $250,000 to $350,000 every 2 months from this business, which is not a small sum, but it's not like having your own media platform. And in today's video, I want to show you an actual testimony by a former student of Brian that talks about the good stuff and the bad stuff that was in that course. And from her testimony, you're going to learn a lot about who Brian is, because the things that he did in this course are very indicative of the kind of person that he is, because you cannot do that shit and just claim to be a freedom of speech fighter, a noble guy, a Jesus Christ type of person. Brian, come on, bro. So let me just show you that video and clips, and then I'm going to talk about each specific part.
Maybe the good things about the course is it really got me over my my fear of being on camera, so that's good. And it met a lot of good people, a lot of great people in the course, which I hope to be friends with for a long time. And that's about it. That's about where it ends.
And now let's go to the bad parts, which are like 90% of this video. Let's roll the clip.
I did this course with London Real, Brian Rose. It's completely oversold. It's full of deception, full of lies, and I'm angry with myself for falling for this. And so he claims that this masterclass is live, and he has this guy standing by a laptop, and every now and again he'll go to the dude and he's like, do we have any comments? The class is actually not live, it's pre-recorded.
And in this part, she talks about something that's pretty known in our industry, that Brian's courses pretend to be live while in fact they're completely pre-recorded. Now, why is this important? Well, here's the thing. Brian charges a premium for his courses. I mean, his courses are not cheap. If I was selling you a pre-recorded masterclass, the price could not have been $2,500 for an 8-week session of 16 or 15 hours or whatever it is. That premium that people pay is because this is presented to them as a live session with Brian himself. They get to interact with Brian Rose, even though it's in a group setting, but it's still an interaction, and it's worth that $2,500 if it was true. But as you heard from this lady, and it's been kind of voiced from former students quite a lot, these pre-recorded sessions are just a pretend. They're make-believe. They're complete bogus, a lie, a hoax. It's completely pre-recorded, and he pretends it to be live. He's not even kind of shady about it. He can't say, hey, I never said it's live. It's a complete sham. It looks like a live session. They even have that guy with the PC, the laptop, that's answering comments. I mean, whew, that's heavy. I mean, if you have to do this to charge a premium, that shows me a lot about your credibility. And I don't think I can trust a guy that does something like that. But it's just my opinion. Now, if you go a little bit deeper into the situation, here's what you find. Let's roll the next clip.
But there's little to no time spent on actual business knowledge and strategies and advice. It's really just building social media.
It's a business accelerator, which means it's implied that you're going to improve your business skills. But as you heard from this lady, there's no actual business content there. It's mainly mindset, which every Yahoo does right now. I can do mindset videos, probably better than Brian, but I'll never stoop to that level of piece of shitness.
Brian claims to have a 96% success rate. 96% success rate is another lie. The completion rate was closer to 43%. But I completed it, and I won't consider myself successful. I made a grand total of $52 in sales.
Now, this is the last part, and this is the part where I actually do have a major problem with what Brian is doing. While faking live webinars and not being so clear about the content of your course is somewhat borderline, it's shady, and it shows that you are a little bit of a piece of shit, the next item is pure lie. One of the biggest selling points of this course is that Brian promises that he has a 96% success rate. Now, you just heard the lady yourselves. I mean, I don't have to paraphrase that, but I will. She's just saying, hey guys, the completion rate in my course, and we were about 70 to 100 people, was near 44%, not 96. And she feels that that may be the case in other courses as well, though we don't know. Whatever the percent is, I mean, I can live with that. People always hype up their product to sell better. The thing is that Brian is very shady about the definition of success, and he does that intentionally. When you hear me say, hey, my courses have a 96% success rate, you assume that 96% of the people, or whatever the percentage is, I'm referring to people who actually made a lot of money using the tools that I taught them, right? That's not what he's saying. He's implying that, but he's not saying that. He's saying that 96% of people finished the course, which is such a horrible way to measure success. If you're a business educator and you're measuring success by the amount of people who crossed the finish line on your course and not trying to go back and measure the success of your alumni, that shows me that you know that it's a piece of shit course. Now, beyond the fact that you're a very mediocre interviewer, Brian, and I don't mean to disrespect you, and I don't mean to offend you, but I mean, your interview skills are as good as my butthole, pretty much. I'd rather my butthole interview people than looking at you just sitting there and take it. You have no mental fortitude, no emotional strength, and no intellectual ability to challenge and have a discussion with any of your guests. These are lectures which you're moderating. You're in fact not an interviewer, you're a moderator. So beyond the fact that your whole interview platform is garbage, and I'd rather watch an episode of Joe Rogan or Patrick Bet-David, I think that the way that you handle yourself before you were the Jesus Christ of freedom of speech and people loved you and you were this huge deal, how scammy you handle yourself with these courses, I think it shows a lot about your character. And I think that's very indicative of what you're doing right now. The big question with you right now, the fact that you're faced with such a huge opportunity to make a lot of money and get a lot of influence with having your own media platform, I have to question your motives. And I think it's a very simple mathematical calculation for you, Brian. I think that you look at it as a pure business opportunity. I think you know that these conspiracy idiots are yahoos and morons and tinfoil hat wearers, whatever they are, but you know that these guys are great for business. And you know they're willing to pay and they're very loyal. And you say, okay, I know that these guys are idiots. I don't really believe in any of that. But if this community, this narrative, and this agenda is going to take me from a couple $100,000 every few months into the billionaire section of having my own media platform, then I'm a conspiracy theorist all the way. Give me the tinfoil hat. I'm going to do this right now. I think he's doing it on purpose, knowing that it's a business opportunity for him. He doesn't give a shit about the truth, about conspiracies. I think he knows that this is all bullshit, but he's just identifying an opportunity to make a lot of money, to jump himself from the millionaire to the billionaire, whatever the fuck is. And he's just literally taking advantage of all these poor people who are donating to his stupid fucking platform. You know that I never ask for likes, subscribes, shares, or shit like that in my videos. I think it's cringe. I think it's disgusting. I feel horrible asking. But if you lasted this long and you're here for these final few seconds, you are the elite crew. You are the OG family. You're my army, not that fake ass London army. And from you guys, I have no problem asking to hit the subscribe, to hit the bell, to hit the like, to share, to help me out, spread my message as much as possible, because I know that you are invested in my success as much as I am in yours, and it will be a great honor for me if you do so. Now, if you just subscribe, if you just join, let me know below. I'll give you a fist bump, and I'll see you guys in the next video.